What's up? Hey everybody. Barker here. This is gonna try to squat today. We're gonna see what happens. Not feeling the best, feeling kind of run down, but we shall see. From sea to shining sea. First I gotta change into some workout garb, so that can't be on stream. So I'd get flagged instantly for that, I bet. But yep, so just some squats today. Not a very complicated training session, but it is a heavy training session, so we're gonna see what happens and how it goes. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Again, not quite sure about that, but hopefully. Got the old compression pants on. How is everybody doing in the old chatterbox? The old chats. We're also starting early, so probably going to take a bit warming up. Usually I don't show quite as much of my warm-up sets and stuff, but we're going to show it today just because we've got the time to do it, so we're going to do it. Feel free to ask any questions as you're watching. If you can think of anything, be my guest. I will answer whatever I can answer. But we got to get warmed up first, which is the key. I'm going to do some leg swings. Try to get my hips and hamstrings woken up a little bit, get them moving just a hair. Things are pretty stiff. Had a chiropractor appointment last week, which was nice, or yesterday actually. Last week, I don't know why I said that. But got me adjusted. If you're ever in the Des Moines, Ankeny area and you need one, Miranda Good, very, very, very talented, pretty quick, and has done a pretty good job after I was involved in a couple car accidents this past year and my body was all sorts of messed up. So she's been working on it, bringing it along with stretching and all that. Again, it's a modality. It's not a end all be all fix all. It's a part of the thing. So been working on making that. My hip's been functioning better, which has been the most important thing. All that was all messed up. So chiropractic by itself probably won't fix. It'll relieve and help a little bit with pain and discomfort, but doing it in conjunction with weight training, with flexibility programming, things like that, can help fix issues because you put your body where it's supposed to be and then your muscles know what they're supposed to do. So kind of all plays together. What's up, Mason? How are you doing today? I'm gonna try to squat. We're gonna see how it goes. Things are feeling pretty stiff. Pretty good, pretty good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Ugh. You trained today? And if so, what'd you train? What'd you hit? Ooh, upper day. No, thank you. No, thank you. That hurts just thinking about it. But I'm a lower body boy. Says the guy whose squat is pathetic compared to what it once was. Not as good as I once was. Not as good as I once was. We'll see. Hopefully these squats go well. Can you hear me all right, Mason? Is audio coming through decently? Oh, did full body yesterday. Usually it's spaced out. What was your, like when you do your full body, is it more bodybuilding-esque or is it more strength focus? A lot of bodybuilding. Hey, you're in that you're in that 220 weight class. You got to fill out that body, man. I'm the opposite. If I do bodybuilding, my body weight goes up like crazy, and I ain't about to compete as a super heavyweight again. My heart can't handle that life anymore. I'll be back over there to read chat in a second. I got a streaming from the phone again, guys. We working on getting a Wi-Fi extender working back out here, as well as hopefully at some point maybe get a more hardwired access and be able to use the laptop for filming, things like that. But as of right now, that stuff's not working, so we're making do with this iPhone SE I got. iPhone SE and a camera stand. That is what powers the Embark Performance Twitch channel. Ugh. Ooh. Oh my Lord, those are... Guys, I haven't worn these knee sleeves, so I usually wear the whole well actually probably since the last time Mason saw me in person at the Central Missouri Strongest Man back in July, I haven't worn, yes, ultra heavies. I've had these, so this were my original pair. They are so, I've worn them for so long, trained with them. They are not, they've been well used. They no longer have a lot of, I mean, they still offer a decent amount of support, but I wear these ones, which are my original ones. I got these in 2011. I've worn them for a lot of my moving, or like my dynamic events. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, these original ones, they're a lot looser now, so I usually wear them on stones because, you know, if I get tacky on them and stuff like that, it's not a huge deal. Clean, snatches, anything where I need a little bit less, I'll wear this pair because they're just so worn that they don't have quite as much elasticity to them, where these guys, they get worn for squats, and pretty much that's it. And I haven't worn them since that competition last summer. So they got some, I don't have a lot of give to them right now. So this could be interesting, but we're going to get started warming up the old squat, see how my body's feeling, see how I move. That's kind of the big one here, because I'm a little bit worried about how the old body's gonna do today. Oh, shoulders are stiff. Yeah, that ain't feeling great, guys. That ain't feeling great, and that's just an empty barbell, so not excited about that. I was hoping once I got underneath the bar, it'd be like, oh, this is amazing. This doesn't hurt at all. Not the case. Not the case. So I'm hoping that this hip flexor kind of releases. I've got a lot of tightness right in there, so we might be nailing it for a little bit, but found the spot. Holy Jesus. Whew. Yeah, I never used the Strength Shop equipment. Not that I have a problem with Strength Shop, to be clear. They're a great company. My yoke's made by them. I've got my loadable dumbbell handle came from them. I think some of my kilo weights came from them as well, so it's good. But, whew, I'm already out of breath, guys. This is not good. I should not be out of breath. And I did do a set of 10 right there, but it was a set of 10 with an empty bar. I've gotten weak. But luckily I do have a spotter coming out today. More or less a emotional support squat or spotter.
Should I not put it on stream?
Well, you can't. Otherwise it gets canceled.
Oh.
I mean, you're not on stream right now, so you're fine. You can smoke in the periphery. He's smoking a cigarette right now, so he's not going to be making an appearance for a second, but
Well, I can make an appearance. I just have to set it down.
he's my official spotter, of the Embark Performance Training.
There's a bar there. Spotted it.
He's just slightly smaller than I am. I mean, right now you don't look like it because you know you're wearing a giant coat. Hold on, just stand behind me.
Man, the bar's still there, guys.
I can encompass him. Drinking my coffee.
How many people are streaming now?
Right now there's 2 viewers, or that's what it's saying. But
Fuck yeah, who are they?
Mason. I don't know. Who else do we got in chat? If you're lurking, say hi. I just got Mason talking to me, which is great. Mason, love talking to you. Bort's here. What's up, Bort? Thanks for being very supportive of my the Elden Ring stream last night. You know, Jack was being really mean to me. He's being really mean, really aggressive. All Barker wanted to do was go around and hit people with his sword, but no, I had to go fight the witch bitch, but it's what it is.
Is that when I took a shower? Could you hear the shower on stream? Good to know.
Dude, you get that headset when it's on, you don't.
Well, no, I'm wondering if the mic on the headset picked up the shower.
Oh, well, Bort, did you hear someone showering yesterday?
At any point,
I don't
I
think.
showered right in the middle of it.
I don't think it picks that up, but who knows? I guess. But for Bort, I don't know if you heard, we're just back squatting today, and then some leg accessories. We're not doing yoke this week since it's the final, most heavy week of the program. Got to kind of save. Don't want to overload the back and hips. So when I do log, and specifically, more importantly, the day I care about most is the deadlift day. So we're aiming for a beltless, double overhand, no hook PR. So we're going to see what happens there. But we got to be careful. Don't want to overload or overextend the body. I'm going to let that keep burning like that. Or... Okay. But time for warm-up set number 2. Maybe. We'll see if I can get this over my head. Ugh. I mean, I don't need to spot it yet.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I appreciate the, here, give me a tug.
Pull.
Give me a tug. Oh, yes, that feels great. Shout out to Spud Inc. Support Equipment. Sponsor me, Spud. Sponsor me, Spud. Hey, can you adjust the camera down just a hair so that they can see?
Ooh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Come on.
A little lower. A little lower.
There we go.
No.
More?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Guys, the camera did it. It fell. Okay, I got it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's just a weird tripod.
It's a.
There we go.
Oh. Do. Come on. We'll find out if that's a good angle or not. All right. Oh, that should be fine. All right. Well, your job now is to tell me if I go down deep enough.
Okay. Plenty deep. Ooh. Your knees made fun noises there.
Yeah. Ugh.
That was plenty deep.
Where's my tripod when I need it so I can sit there? Sit and talk to chat between sets. Be right back. Oh, there it
I took Miriam through the wash today.
is. Voice.
We met another GTI owner.
Ugh. All right, guys. That felt all right. I don't know how it looked to you guys if you watched it. This jabroni said it looked good, so
Yeah.
we're going up.
What are we putting on?
20 kilo metal plate. Throw a clip on there too, because these babies like to slide.
I'm gonna go get my drum pad because that's what I'm gonna do between
job.
between sets while you're taking your rest.
Okay, guys, I'm sitting on my tripod. You might hear some professional drumming happening in the background in a little bit, but got about 3-4 minutes of rest before I do my next set. So we're jumping. We just did 70. I don't know, what did I do? 3 reps of it? I don't know. So 70 kilos. So 154. We're jumping to 110, which is 242, I think. Right? Let's see. 110 times 2 is 220. Yeah, 242. Probably hit that for 1 or 2 reps, depending on how it's feeling. And then we'll go up from there. As we're sitting here, does anyone have any questions? Is the other side quieter, by the way?
Yeah.
Just because of, yeah. Also, listen, tell me if the drumming comes overly through as audio. But, whatever happens, happens. Whew. Bort, are you going to get out there and do some squats today? or lift something, get out there and lift. Let's all lift. Lift some shit. Lift some shit. Lift some shit. Oh yeah. I don't know what he's practicing. Maybe for his own band. Is this
No, I'm coming up with variations for to throw at the Drumline Kids in the fall.
He's coming up with stuff to make Drumline Kids do.
Yeah.
So again, this is Benjamin, little drummer boy. I don't know if that's going to be his Twitch name, but no, it's Benjamin.
No, it's Benji Barker, or I think it's Benji Drummer.
Benji, he's one of my followers. I'll figure it out. But
I'm waiting
at some point
to get a good webcam.
At some point, because mine doesn't work right.
Well, I just don't want to bother with having to move it all the time.
Well, I don't use it yet, so.
Well,
but yeah,
then you'll be able to because it's yours.
He's going to be, hopefully, his goal is to do some streaming too of him practicing some of his music. We got to figure out some tech shit and some legality stuff.
Yeah, also legality stuff because I play a lot of covers.
If you're playing a cover, you're not going to be able to play the exact. You might not be able to have the background music going, or I don't know.
Well, I think it's just
going to be a little more
technically make money a different way.
Yeah, I think advertisers you could probably make money off of, but you wouldn't be able to monetize your views.
Yeah, my views.
We got to figure that out.
The videos themselves would not be able to make money. I would have to make money in other ways, as in
ad revenue and stuff.
Well,
no, that'd be
not ad revenue, but just donations on a different thing.
You guys,
or something like that.
Also, donate to this channel because that would be hilarious. But when he gets up and running, he's very, very talented. Highly recommend. He's got a couple bands. The reunion's happening. Meth Made Me an Orphan is getting back together.
Meth Made Me an Orphan's getting back together. We're playing the song from Scott Pilgrim when he gets attacked by the vegan that is not actually vegan.
Yeah, he gets attacked by the false vegan.
Yeah.
So he'll be
by
doing
his
that.
ex-girlfriend. That's my favorite scene in Scott Pilgrim.
He also is in Seth Klo and the Silver Liners. I suppose that makes him a silver liner.
Yeah.
But he plays drums in that group, which is amazing. Do you do any, or is that the only ones you got right now?
Yeah.
So,
and then there's my old band that is the only thing that actually has, that it actually released to the public that I've played on is Live Sounds.
And then Live Sounds, he's played on that. Look it up online if you're looking for some chill music. But Seth Klo, Silver Liners, their album's out there as well. It's not him playing drums, but he's just as good, if not better. But in the Des Moines area, if you're ever looking to see live music, they kind of are pop punk-esque alt rock band. But they play at Confluence every once in a while. They got gigs all over the place. So summertime usually means more gigs. So hopefully we can see them out there, and I'll be able to go see my brother play music more often because it's something that I haven't been able to do a lot of. All right.
Do you need me to watch again, or I can?
Just watch. But can I squat deep enough? Whoa. Well, I know I can. The problem is, can I squat down and come back up if I go deep enough? We're good. Just getting set. There we go. Locked in. I think I went deep enough. How'd it look to you, Benjamin?
Pretty good.
Whew. How'd it look to chat? Anyone have any critiques of it, Strength Coach Mason, critique away. Put that Iowa State degree to use. Let me know how shit my form is. But that did move well. I'm happy with how it felt. Tilt it back up so we can see everybody again. So that was 110 kilos. Going to jump to 140, which is 308. 140 times 2 is
280.
280 plus 28 would be 308. So 308, that's going to be the next set. Slowly working up. We're trying to do a single today that is heavy-ish for my strength levels now. Light compared to my younger years. What it is, you got to build back up.
Yeah.
You get injured. Oh my lord. I took 15 minutes trying to find this band earlier today. Guys, I didn't follow my own advice. I always say, put your shit away when you're done with it. I didn't put my shit away when I was done with it, and then I couldn't find it today when I was training a client, so luckily the client's strong, so he had to use heavier bands anyways, so yeah. Kicked my dad's butt today.
Oh yeah.
How old is he? 60 something? 62? I think he's 62. He's squatted again. Hasn't really, this, for people who don't know kind of the story of the garage gym, we used to be, and by we I mean me, but it's a business, so I'm saying we. It used to be located it started in my parents' garage, so they were the first clientele, massively discounted rate. But he got pretty strong for being recreational and just trying to get back in, being able to do stuff. He was a very good example of not having the strength to do things he wanted to do, and he built himself back up to being able to do a lot of things, just activities of daily life. He had a very large, my parents camp a lot, so he had a very full-size pickup, was very hard to get in and out of the truck bed. And after a few, really a year training with me, he was able to do that without much difficulty and just moved way better. So he trains specifically just so life is slightly easier, which is honestly how people should be training and why they should be training, because it just makes you a little bit more resilient. Makes things you do in your daily life slightly easier. Not massively easier, but slightly easier. And that can make a huge world of difference in quality of life. So he's back at it. Hasn't lifted weights really in 2-ish years. We all moved. COVID happened. The world was interesting for a bit. So, but he's coming back at it. And yeah, he's changed jobs a couple times. A lot of fun stuff happened, but coming back, and he's enjoying it, although he gets sore easier now. That squat looked good to you when I did. Yeah. Ooh. Brendan's over here trying to do some fun trilly dilly somethings.
This is called Diddy. It's
a Diddy. He's doing some Diddy. Diddy Kong Racing N64. Actually, I don't think Diddy Kong Racing was a thing. But all right. Wish me luck.
Need a tug?
Yes, please.
It's really hard to play that.
Thanks for the tug.
Low. It's really hard to play that low.
Down and up, down and up. Okay. Whoopsies. Welcome to the chat. It looks like we got some more viewers. Welcome. It's back squat day. It doesn't feel great. We'll see how it goes. Last one moved all right. But stream this week, it's going to be a lot shorter because really it's just this top single for back squat, and then we got some accessory work to do, but nothing crazy. You're not going to see me doing our heavy yoke run this week, as disappointing as that is, but we're building our way back up. So what I'm going to do before the set, we're going to do a quick overload. Just to let my nervous system feel the weight on it and how it feels with the body, how everything kind of works together. And then give myself a couple minutes and we'll hit this set, and hopefully I'll stand up with it. That's the goal. So again, if you're new here, if you're not following, please follow the page. Also, follow the other podcast and Twitch stream that I'm on, the Beer Hall Pod. It's super fun right now. You can see me struggle bus on Elden Ring and do really poorly at it. But it's part of the fun. So I've been enjoying doing that. Subscribe to this or follow this one. We are have a new follower goal, I believe, of 50. So we reached our 20, so we're going for 50. 50 means we can be affiliate. Well, we can get subscriptions going. We can get emotes going. A lot of cool stuff that I really, really want to do. But until I can get that 50 subscribers or 50 followers, I can't really do it yet. So hop on board if you haven't followed yet. Please follow. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you know anybody, convince them to follow as well. If you have a spouse, secretly make a Twitch account for them. Wink, wink.
Do it.
And just follow me. Well, I'll game this system. I'm fine with it. If you know someone with a Twitch account, help them follow. But I'm gonna go do this overload right now, and then I'll come sit back down for a second. You playing Elden Ring tonight? I've yet to decide. I'm supposed to go. It's wrestling night, so I'm probably gonna go watch wrestling because I'm a giant nerd.
That's a good thing.
But it depends. I might play a little bit. I know tomorrow I'll probably play. I've got I'll have my Tuesday trainer talks on the with coffee on the patio at about 9 a.m.
Thursday?
Yep.
You said Tuesday trainer talks.
Thursday trainer talk. It happens Tuesdays. The T day of the week trainer talks.
Okay, there we go.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna hop on. It usually goes anywhere. Well, it depends on how much people talk, but anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes longer. Tuesdays I had to cut short because of a phone call, but I was streaming Elden Ring shortly after that, so chances are I will be streaming it tomorrow. Can't make any promises tonight, but if I do stream tomorrow or play, I'm probably just going to be cruising about, making stuff up, just trying to increase my level, make myself a little stronger, because that that witch lady yesterday was very, very infuriating, and I was getting very frustrated. Getting very, very frustrated. Slept angrily last night. That's the best way I can describe it.
Can you get in there?
Oh, haven't picked this type of weight up in a bit. Last time I had this on my back, it was back squats and banquets. I was in my suit and a belt and every other piece of equipment you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And I squatted it, and that's what matters.
You can pick it up. It's easy.
Oh yeah, picking it up is gonna be fine. Kind of. Oh.
Easy. That's hard.
Woo! That felt
Bars are
alright.
bending.
That felt alright. I didn't adjust the rack, and that was stupid. I forgot that I had moved it up a pin for a client. I should have it down one more. So you could see it with that weight. I probably would not have been able to walk that out. I would have clipped the hooks because the weight was enough that the bar's starting to have a little bendy poo in it. But the purpose of that is just an overload. So it's right there is about, what is that? 40 kilos of additional weight that was on top of it. So that 40 kilos, your nervous system, you pick it up, you prime the muscle, the nervous system, you're bracing, you're breathing, kind of introduce that to your body. And then when you go to pick up the other weight, in theory, it should feel a little better and be a little easier. So we'll find out if that works or not. I'm curious, but we got about 3 minutes at 40 minutes of streaming. I will get my ass underneath the bar and try to squat it. I don't know why I put my mouthpiece back in though. I don't have to wear it yet. Ugh. What are you doing tonight, Bort? Anything fun? Do. Other than watching me lift, which I appreciate. Ooh, dishes right now. That's the best. I did all the dishes from the beer hall stream this Sunday. I did those yesterday. My kitchen was just covered in dirty dishes. It was a fun little blast to go through. But all that food, it was worth it. That food was so good. I was very, very happy. Except for the mashed potatoes. Those were all right, but not as good as regular mashed potatoes. The one lesson I learned, don't make don't boil beer, or don't make mashed potatoes in boiled beer.
It would have been fine if you had made it more, I don't know.
The beer made it worse.
There could have been other things to even out the bitterness of the
Yeah,
beer.
it made it too bitter.
It made it.
And the only way to kind of even that out would have been a ridiculously high level of butter and salt. Sour cream might have helped a little bit.
Would have helped.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
And some cheese.
Whew! I'm not excited, guys. Well, I gotta get my head right.
Because it tasted really good when you ate it with a bite of like steak.
Yeah,
and
or beans
and stuff.
It needed more fat.
Yeah, it tasted really good with other stuff, just not alone.
Spot.
Do you need a Doug?
Yeah, but I also need a spot.
Okay.
Let me make sure the camera's in the right spot.
Oh, I wish I could.
Whoa!
I need a better core.
That was exciting, guys. We went for a ride. Are we still live? Are you guys still there? Uh-oh.
Just hit the record button.
It is recording. Can you guys still hear me? I know it took a tumble. I just want to make sure it's still working. Someone comment. I'm gonna click this because we lost the chat. There we go. You are good. Sweet. All right. Up. You got this. You got that. A little harder. There we go. That's where I needed it. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, we're good for today. That did not move great.
You okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Very, very shaky. I gotta clip that out at some point, unless someone's really good at it and wants to clip it for me.
That was great on the way down. I think you got a little bit. You went away from me
Yep.
a little bit when you hit the bottom.
Yeah, I got bounced forward. It tilted me. So there was a spot. I'm pretty sure if I watch it back, you'll see. It almost looks like it became segmented. Like during
The way up was
the ascent of the squat, I came up, I got out of position just a little bit. My body stopped and then pulled me back, and I kept standing up. So what I need to
there
do,
was a pause. It wasn't like a slow grind. It was a strict.
there was a spot
You're there
where
and that
I
was
hit,
full. There you go.
my body stopped, and then I kept going,
Yes.
which you don't want. That was not I mean, it's better. I missed this weight. Benjamin was here when I almost died doing this weight. A 4 weeks ago when I had to bail it over my head. So it didn't feel heavy. It just, I haven't squatted and I've had the injuries where my body just is not, it's just not what it used to be when it comes to squats. We're just going to slowly, the whole goal of my programming right now is just to build this back up. I would love, kind of my goal right now is to get back to the point where I can squat 500 pounds. I haven't done it in a while, just with like a belt and knee sleeve. So that's kind of the goal. I had so many little aches and pains and injuries that I just kept training hard for quite a few years, trying to keep lifting weights. And I just added more supportive equipment to allow me to keep training the way I did. Instead of taking time to recover, I just pushed my body because I enjoyed being and getting stronger. But with the amount of calories I was eating, the amount of 10 here. Okay. I wasn't eating enough calories. There was a good span there where Benjamin remembers training in my parents' garage. I was really, really strong. But, you know, I was working 100+ hour weeks between 5 to 6 jobs. And that was not good for my health. As for people who aren't aware, yeah, you got to move the change plates off first. You got to rearrange those. I would not take that off. It was fun. So you got to make sure you're taking care of your body. Hold on. We're putting weights away right now, guys.
Put shit back.
Hold on. Gotta put it in pound order. Yep. He's learning, guys. He's learning. He's doing
a drummer,
great.
I count to 4.
He counts to 4. But I'll go back. Honestly, that squat could have been better, but it could have also been significantly worse. For the most part, I think I might have messed my stance up a hair, so probably was not in perfect positioning for it. But it happened. I squatted the weight, I went down, I came back up, and I didn't die. So
It was great.
those are all
It happened and it worked.
those are all major victories for Matthew.
Oh, I don't know where this goes. Oh, great. Oh, I'm putting shit down the bottom. Thank
the way on the bottom, Benjamin. That's where it goes. What the heck do you want to
Putting
hang
the
on?
bar away.
Oh, yeah, actually. Put the bar away. Can you put it away? You
Yeah,
got it?
of course. It's a. Can I put the bar away?
It's a bar, but then you have to lean over and then leverage becomes the thing.
Yeah, that's why you
Woo!
put your knees on the stone.
I'm bored. I don't know if you saw it, but how'd that squat look to you, in your professional opinion? As not a strength coach or personal trainer, but what's your professional opinion say? Everyone has a profession, thus they have a professional opinion. Now, is it the professional opinion that
matters?
that matters?
That is relevant? No.
Yeah, you might not have a strength and conditioning specificity, but
In my professional opinion, I think it looked good. Other than the little toss.
the segmentation.
Like, the weight looked like your body can handle the weight perfectly fine. You just missed a little bit.
Yeah. All right, setting up next exercises. Ugh. Woo! That was real loud, guys. I'm so sorry about that. But what we've got going on next. I hope you're going to clip that, Jack. Of course you comment right when I drop my phone. What up, what up, what up? Well, you missed me. You missed me hit my top squat, Jack. I didn't die, but it was 168 kilograms, which is 350, like about 100 or 300 and... Hey, you got your phone on you? Take 168 times 2.2. We're going to figure it out. My brain's not working right now. But thank you. We got more viewers. It says it's...
Yeah, 369.
369. Nice.
0.6.
Okay, 0.6. So, it's 300. With clips, 370, actually, probably. Now that I think about it. 370 pound squat today. No belt.
So are we forever counting the clips as 0.4?
Pretty much. I mean, we can weigh them, but usually I don't count them. But if it's that close, I'm just going to say it's, you're going to get the scale out. And
Look, yeah, I'm going to get the
Benjamin's
scale out
gonna-
and see if it's half a pound.
Benjamin's going to weigh the clips and see what they weigh, but it's underneath the stone thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the stone was sitting on. I was
Yeah,
like,
no. But what are you eating for dinner? Dinner tonight, Brewer Jack. Also, don't worry, I did plug the beer hall. We plugged that, so making sure we're trying to make some money. Get Barker better streaming things, so Elden Ring is even cooler to watch. All right, so first thing what we're doing today, I've got front foot elevated reverse lunges, which suck, like absolutely are horrible. They hurt so bad, but they're good for my body. Jesus Christ. Superstar. I did it again. My phone hates me. 0.9 a piece?
No, together.
Okay, so what's that make it then?
That's each one is 0.4 and a half.
Okay, so it works. It's 370, right?
It was 369.6.
Oh, so
one
three-
clip, 370.4.
370.5.
5.
370.5, team. Good work. Great job, Barker. You didn't die. I'm trying to get my chat to show. Someone comment. Jesus!
Fucking hell, Matt. If you're gonna be doing it, just hold it.
Well, someone comment. We'll see if it's working. I'm going to go do a set so I stop breaking things. But we've got these front foot elevated reverse lunges.
I'm gonna go inside now that you're not lifting heavy shit.
And then some body weight squats on the balance pad. Oh, we got a comment come through. Dude, I know I'm going to break my phone. This case it's worth the like $30 I spent on it. Hashtag shout out to Embark Performance Training. Mason, I still owe you a shirt. So I have that recorded. I think I have 2 people that never got their shirts in the last order. But if anyone's ever interested in getting an Embark Performance Training shirt, we'll see. Hopefully this page grows and people would want to do that. But eventually I'm going to make another run for them. So they're pretty comfortable. They're nice to work out in. So got that going for you. So front foot elevated, these reverse lunges. You're getting more hip flexion, so you're getting a greater range of motion. So that's going to be huge for strengthening that. The bigger, all right, we're going, Professor Barker's coming out. Joints do not have their own blood supply. The way that joints stay healthy and get nutrients is through pressure differences. So by going through a larger range of motion, it's similar to like a bike pump. The bigger your stroke, the more air gets pushed through, right? So same thing, if you want your nutrients to help your joints, greater range of motions is very, very helpful. That is not to say that you should only ever train that. Partial range of motion, limited range of motions all have a purpose. But for joint health, the bigger the range of motion you can have, the better it is for that joint. And especially when you're working with older people, slowly, because they're gonna have mobility issues and flexibility issues. And a lot of times if they are starting to train and they didn't train when they were younger, you're definitely going to have to take your time working them into these ranges of motion. But it is very important. We want to bring that back. If you don't have that range of motion, the older you get, the harder it's going to be to just do things. So from a joint health perspective, that is super important. And then just from a overall life perspective, being able to move well. Again, the main reason I like to train people, I love getting people really, really strong. I love training athletic populations, but general population, the rest of the world, I enjoy and love seeing and hearing like a client who, you know, they went for a vacation, they went hiking and they weren't as winded, or didn't feel their legs weren't as dead afterwards, or they go and they ride a bike for 20, 30 miles and it feels way easier than it used to. Stuff like that. I love hearing how activities that they do in daily life have become much more easy and much more convenient. So crazy stuff like that, or not crazy, very simple, but it's crazy to think that just getting physically active, lifting weights, even not without the goal of being super strong, can impact your daily life to that extent. So again, we want to do big ranges of motion when we can. I like to do this a lot of times with my accessory movements, because the amount of weight or load that I'm putting my body under with accessory movements is less. So the risk of injury and stuff is a little bit different. Now, occasionally I will go heavier with certain movements just to see where I'm at. But for training purposes, usually I keep it kind of light and controlled. So again, this week, because I'm really trying to save my body for the deadlifts that are on Sunday, I'm not doing a lot of heavy accessory stuff because I want my back and hips to be fresh. So I'm going to do mainly body weight today. So again, not super exciting training wise, but it's part of the game. You can't go heavy on everything every day. Eventually your body will kind of give up and break off. And we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So with this, trying to keep your hips upright, chest upright. So looking straight forward, chest to ceiling, and you're just taking a step back. You want your knee to be right behind where the box is. So I don't want super far reaching back like that. I want straight down, so knee going as far over the toe as we can, keeping that chest up, push ourselves back up. I'm doing 5 each leg. Ooh, I gotta keep my balance. And then we're gonna hop onto this guy and do nice controlled squats on this, working on balance, evenly distributing force between the hips through the legs. Get a little pause. Ooh, I'm way bad at these. I do not have the best balance in the world. You can see how bad my feet are shaking trying to get this. So again, this is taxing on the nervous system. Muscularly, it's not going to be super heavy impact or stressful load. Two more. And hop off. You get a rest for a second. So we pull the tripod back out. Ugh. Anyone got any questions on what I'm doing? Concerns? I will answer it as best I can. Going to be giving myself 2 minutes of rest in between these. So again, rest, very, very important. We want to recover at least somewhat between sets so you can put more effort in versus overextending ourselves. So a little bit of recovery between each set. You're not going to be able to fully recover after every set, regardless of it, but but well, Charlie, he missed me a, oh gosh, my brain missed me do a heavy squat, buddy. But let's see. First off, I believe this is your first time in chat. I don't know if you've chatted before, Charles, but welcome. Charles is an amazing client of mine. He's gotten way stronger. Good work for you, him and his wife. Both amazing human beings. So I did 370 pounds, 70.5 technically. But what is this? Is pull the tripod. Let's see here. Is pull the tripod back out a euphemism? It can be. It can be. I gave him a nerd butt for my cargo pants. So pretty much his goal, he had to fill those babies out. So lots of squats, lots of thrusts, lots of deadlifts. And he loves Cobra push-ups. Okay. Time for the next set. Hopefully I don't fall over when I'm doing this, but let's go. Nice and quick. Whew. 6. Losing balance. 7. One more. 8. Whew. 2 minutes rest. Hello, Jack. Jack, did you see my phone fall? It's been like 4 times this workout, this training session. Again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. We got two more rounds of these accessories, but we're gonna add in band pull aparts as assistance. So work the deltoids, the whole shoulder complex, but also scapular retraction focusing on that. That has a huge pull or a huge impact on posture, as well as keeping positions in squats, deadlifts, log presses. So it's something I like to throw in. Not very impact oriented on the body, so it's pretty easy to do. If there was kind of an accessory exercise I think people should do quite often, like you could do this stuff every other day if you really wanted to. Cobra push-ups, amazing for stretching out the rectus abdominis, so your abdomen, as well as your hip flexors. Strengthens the triceps. Doing pull-aparts, super helpful on strengthening the upper back, which is going to help with posture. And then, whew, I'm out of breath, guys. Body weight squats, honestly, just doing body weight squats. If you're doing the 3 of those things, you're going to hit a decent amount of muscle groups that will, if you're just looking at ways to add in very simple physical activity to get your health and fitness kind of up slightly, doing that, each one 3 sets of 10 or something like that, really easy, really a good introduction. Granted, you would have to go out and buy a band, but they're not that expensive. They're very, very utility driven. If I was having someone start working out, I would just have them buy some bands to start with and do body weight and band resisted movements. You can get a lot of work in, a lot of training. You know, if Mason's still in the chat, when he was at Elite FTS, he probably saw them using bands for everything. But even the strongest people in the world are grabbing bands to do movements and to train. Granted, they might not use the lighter bands, but they are training very hard. And you can get a very good training stimulus out of utilizing just bands in general. So if you're looking for something to get started, or if you have questions on where to buy that stuff, if you're looking for it, let me know. I can at least put you in the right direction of different companies. I buy mine through either Elite FTS. They usually have sales and stuff. They're good quality bands, or Sirius Steel. You can find those on Amazon, which, hey, Jeff Bezos, sponsor me, I guess. I mean, don't you own Twitch or something? So help me out there, bud. But utilize those things. They're very good. I'm not getting paid by any company right now, so I got a lot of stuff. I think products are good. I'll tell you if things are good or worth it. But yeah, starting out with bands, you can do it if you don't have a gym close to your house, or you don't want to go to the gym. It's just a really easy way where you can get kind of address your health and fitness at home without being exposed to other people or getting judged or anything like that. So very easy, simple way to start. So, all right, next set. Whew. My quads are feeling it. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. This leg's way worse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh. 3. 8. Whew. Getting tired. Getting tired. One more round, guys. Oh, pull aparts. I already forgot what I said I was going to do. Guys, you can't let me do that. All right. For these, you stand on the band. I learned these. I've done pull aparts in the past. Jake Niederman, who is now at Kent State in Ohio. He introduced me to this variation of band pull aparts. Usually I would just hold the band up here and do it, but now you stand on it, take a shoulder width grip, you hook your thumbs, keep your arms straight the whole time, start with your chest up, eyes up, pull the chin level, out to top of sternum, back in and down. All right, so we're doing 10 of those. 3, 10. Whew. Now we get a rest for 2 minutes. Last set in 2 minutes, guys. Last set in 2 minutes. Again, shout out to Jake. He was formerly at Minnesota. He worked as the assistant strength coach for the football team. Did amazing work up there. Did a lot of, I believe, reintroduction to play. So a lot of injured athletes he worked directly with. So worked great with the Gophers. I want to send a special congratulations out to him on here because he got the head coaching position at Kent, which is amazing. It's great to see his career evolving the way it has. If you want to hear more about him, if you go and Google or look up the journey, where they are and how they got there, I believe there's also a link in my Twitch profile. That is a podcast I do every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, that you can see kind of individuals I know, their stories of where they started and how they got to the job that they're in now. They're very, very fun. One, Brewer Jack, is a featured guest on it, so if he's still in chat, his is very, very good episode, kind of talking about it. Go give that a follow, give it a like. Listen to the episodes, they're pretty good. Just like this, production value, very cheap. It'd be great if it was better, but I don't have stuff that's really, really, wow, thanks. I'm going to say this right now. Thanks, Charlie Broderick, for following the journey where I just saw the notification pop up on my screen, so thanks. But it's got a lot. I'm planning on doing some more interviews. I just got to get some people, potentially a World's Strongest Man competitor. I recorded one last Wednesday. I just got to get around to editing it. I currently have a lot of free time, but mentally my energy is very, very exhausted right now. So that's unfortunate for me, but that's kind of the goal for this weekend, hopefully, is to get that edited up. I have to remember how to do it because it's been a couple years and I did it on an older computer. So I have to remember what software and how I uploaded it, because there's a very specific way you got to do it, or at least there was a specific way you have to do it. But it's recorded. It's going to get released eventually. There's a few strength and conditioning coaches on there. Jack's on there. Hopefully we can get some other people as well. I know a lot of people. I just got to ask them if they want to be interviewed. So if you guys have suggestions of people we might mutually know who you think would be a good podcast guest, let me know. I would love to talk to them and get them on and kind of hear their story. All right, last round, best round. Whew. I don't know about that. My foot's starting to fall asleep. I'm working out too hard, trying to impress all the ladies. Not really. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Working on getting those quads not fitting in jeans anymore, which isn't good because I don't have money. I can't buy new jeans, so if you follow, get me to 50, you can do subscribers. I gotta help pay for new pants. Let's go. New pants for Barker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Woo! All right, last exercise, pull points. Do. 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right, guys. We made it through another training session. I think it went well, honestly. Felt pretty good. I'm gonna sit on the patio for a second. Enjoy the fresh air, even though my garage doors are open. But sign off in a second. Anyone have any questions for me at all? We'll have that open air questions right now. Woo! Very, very, very tired. Worked up a little sweat. I don't sweat much during workouts, but after workouts it usually starts pouring, so we'll see what happens. I don't know what time it is. Is it like 7:30 right now? I can't see the time since my phone's streaming. So someone comment in chat what time it is. 7:23. Look at that, Charlie, you're just helping me out, man. AM, oh no. Listen, if my ass was out here working out at 7:23 a.m., that was like a 3-4 years ago type of lifestyle for me. I don't do that anymore. There used to be I went back in my Instagram memories and I found a 60-day stretch. I did 90. It was a 90-day stretch of every day I would wake up, or every day I would front squat 140 kilos. So it didn't matter what the day was. If I had insomnia and it was like 1 a.m., that's a new day. I'd walk out to the garage, do 60 kilos, 100 kilos, 140 kilos. So I did that every day for 90 days straight. Felt really, really good. It wasn't a comparative heavy squat compared to my best back squat. It was about 60-70%. But there were definitely days where my body was just toast. But that was a fun time, fun experiment. That's kind of what I love to do. I know I've got very, very realistic expectations of what my body is capable of physically. I'm not a genetic freak when it comes to strength training. But it's fun to push your body to certain limits you don't usually push it to. So being able to do that without much difficulty. I got to day 90 and I was like, okay, this has been good. It addressed the issues I needed to address. That was kind of right before I did a really heavy deadlift phase. I did about probably close to 4 months of dedicated training that all the goal was to pull over 600 pounds, and it worked really well. My back and legs and hips got way stronger, and it helped my sumo deadlift out a ton. And then I deadlifted 600 pounds, above 600 pounds multiple times with the personal record of 635. So very, very happy with that. Sadly, very much in that time, I ended up getting hurt, tore my glute med, a little bit of my hamstring, all on the left side. So my deadlift kind of went down and went to crap, which has led to kind of some reoccurring injuries over the past few years that has really caused issues when it came to my own training. But again, that's life. Sometimes you can't help it. Things happen. I didn't hurt myself lifting weights, which is I would have been more happy, not happy, but more okay with it if it was from lifting weights. But it was back in the days when I worked at Lowe's during Christmas season. I picked a artificial Christmas tree, like a tiny one, like maybe a box 2 feet long, maybe weighed 15 pounds, if that. I picked it up off the ground, heard a pop instantly. Thought I just kind of strained something a little bit. So I went about my day, took some ibuprofen, toughed it out, went to bed. That was a Sunday. On a Saturday, I woke up. It still hurt. It was a little bit stiffer, but put heat on it, rehabbed, or did some movement stuff, was working just fine. Went to bed, woke up Tuesday morning at about 1 a.m. because I tried to roll over in bed, and I had a massive bruise going down my back, into my hip, into my hamstring from the tear, and I couldn't contract that muscle at all. So I went to try to roll over in bed, roll to my side, and my hips and legs wouldn't follow my torso. It caused a ton of pain. I wasn't able to really bend at my hips. So I had to kind of like roll out of bed. Amazingly, walking wasn't a problem. Going up and down stairs wasn't a problem, but bending was. So I got downstairs really early, turned YouTube on the TV, sat in a recliner, and just waited for my roommates to wake up to help me out of that chair. But it was the only spot that I could sleep and like rest comfortably in. So drove to a chiropractor or a physical therapist. They looked at it and said, "Oh, you need to get this looked at." So I went in, ended up going to a doctor, getting some shots in my hip, and then doing rehab exercises, which I'll say this, I knew more about the rehab exercises than the guy they had me work with. He was a first-year physical therapy student, so he just had started college, and at that point my education sadly was higher than his, so I don't know why they were having him work with people, but he was asking me to do, "Have you done this? Have you done that?" And I go, "Yes, dude, I do this stuff every day. The reason I'm here is because that stuff's not working. I need help." And didn't help that much, so I kind of did my own rehab myself, which probably, you know, it's what it was. I went in, I got cleared really quick because it got the strength around it. A lot of the supporting tissue was still strong, so that worked back in. But first exercises I was doing, I started squatting, doing those movements. And because squats didn't hurt, that was weird. Deadlifts hurt, squats didn't. So just did squats like every other day to move that muscle and get blood flow down in there. Hopefully promote the healing process, which it did. And I came back and hit a deadlift PR about two-ish months later after that tear. So pretty good recovery, if I do say so myself. But I've also had that was my issue last year. Other than the fact that I had a little baby heart attack, I was dealing with what's called hip tendinopathy. So your tendon gets inflamed, and if it gets really, really bad and really chronic, it hurts to like sit. So there's a spot where it's a sit muscle. If you put pressure on that and you've got hip tendinopathy going on or hamstring tendinopathy, it feels like someone is just stabbing you. It is very, very uncomfortable. So I had that, horrible levels of pain. It really impacted a lot of what I did. I couldn't deadlift. I couldn't train heavy. Pretty much I didn't do any lower body training. I just did straight upper body for about 3 months straight. I was rehabbing myself from my heart attack, so I was really only training maybe once or twice a week, and it wasn't even hard. It was mainly just treadmill walkings, trying to get my cardiovascular system functioning properly again after that. But then around the summertime, the strength kind of came back. I was able to do the strongman competition, Central Missouri's Strongest Man, I think is what it was called. Did all right at that, even with the heart and the hip. I wish the big thing is I wish that competition had happened 6 months later, where everything was feeling much better. I definitely think after looking back, I believe I got tied for fourth in it. I had to bow out of 2 events early after only doing a couple reps, even though I had tons of time left. Just wasn't worth the risk of my heart rate was going through the roof, and it was just like, you know what, I'm technically clear, but it's still pretty close out. I don't want to overdo it and overstress it. But I did really well on other events, so I'm pretty sure if I was feeling better, I would have had a much better shot. It would have been fun to do that competition at kind of a healthy peak level. But I've never been able to, anytime I've ever had a strongman competition, I've always been injured somewhat during it. So, and I never do poorly, but I never do as well as I wanted to. So hopefully we might have something later this fall, early winter. But if all else fails, I'm hoping to find something in 2024 where I can hop in and maybe give it another go, see how the old body's feeling. But got to get a little bit stronger. I'm going to be competing in the open, probably 220 or 232 class, depending on what it is. At the heaviest, I think, health-wise, I can allow myself to get would be the 242 class or the 110 kilo class. Don't really need to get up that heavy, but depending on how things are going training-wise, if my body composition's in a good place, it's not that big of a deal. But if I'm sloppy, I don't need to be that heavy. So right now, it's looking like I'll just play around at the 220. I've got body weight to lose if I have to. So right now, we're just kind of rebuilding, recomping, seeing where it's at. Biggest focus right now is making all this stuff feel better. So again, still kind of coming back from injuries and the heart. It's been a long process, but I kind of finally have taken my own advice as a professional, where a lot of times we just want to keep going. It's very, very frustrating to me. I don't like it when I feel weak. So when things kind of start giving me setbacks, it frustrates me, and then I train harder, and then I get hurt more. So really, it's been hard taking a step back from it and kind of really putting on my coaching pants and saying, hey, you can't do that anymore. You can't overextend your body. You need to be careful. So that is the current goal. Slowly rebuild my body just a little bit better. Hopefully come back stronger than I've been overall than I've ever been before. That's kind of the ultimate goal. We're coming up on the end of this. Does any of my viewers have any questions? Again, if you're new here, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I can keep doing these streams. I'm enjoying it. It's not too much trouble on my end, other than the fact that I keep dropping my phone. But I do appreciate you guys for watching. I do appreciate those of you who have followed. If you haven't followed, I appreciate you too, but you should also follow me anyways. Like, why not? Turn off the notifications. You don't have to come watch me, but please follow me. I'd appreciate it. Right now, I hope it worked. I don't know. Someone's going to have to tell me. I updated what my follower goal is. I don't know if it shows up on here or not, but follower goal is now 50. According to this, it says I have 23 followers, but right now we're trying to get to 50. I actually think I'm at 25, but for some reason Twitch is not registering that as 25, but I counted up all the people who have followed me, and it's 25, so that's kind of confusing. But Twitch's analytics stuff can be kind of weird. So Twitch, come on, give me my followers. But get me to 50. I would appreciate that. When you get to 50 on Twitch, you're allowed to become an affiliate. You're allowed to start your subscription stuff, which is how you make money off of it. Which, if that gets to the point and you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm currently workshopping different things to add that will be subscriber only type things, but it gives us access to emotes and things like that. So if you've been watching, you know that a train comes by. We want to get a train emote on here, or at least I want to get a train emote. My beer hall co-host, I'm going to say I'm the co-host. He's the host. I'm the co-host. But Brewer Jack, he's been in chat. Don't know if he's still lurking or not, but he wants to do an angry log emote, which I'm also all behind. So for Log Press Day, we got to have that angry log. But if you guys have other ideas of cool things to do, I can get a look into that and see what we can come up with. But that's the goal right now. I'd love to hit it in the next month. I'm realistic. I understand this is a small channel. I understand I suck at it, so it might not happen. But it'd be really cool if we can get to 50. So if you've got friends who have Twitch just be like, hey, give this guy a follow. He's nice. I would appreciate that. Every little bit helps. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you glean some insight. That's kind of the goal, is you can see me torture myself in training, answer questions behind why I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm not the best at it, but I'm going to try to get better at explaining more of the why behind what I'm doing. This is a heavy week, so right now it's just I'm trying not to die while I'm lifting heavy weights. But starting next week, we've got a new program that's going to initiate. I'm probably going to do the first day of it on Monday, so day 1, or maybe on Tuesday. I'm still trying to figure it out because my bench press day for the final bench press day is supposed to be Monday. But Tuesday trainer talks, again, I do that, or the T-Day trainer talks, so Tuesdays and Thursdays. 9 a.m. I'm out here on my patio drinking coffee. Any questions you guys have, or if you just want to shoot the shit, hop on in. I want to get those views, that content up, but just try to answer whatever questions you have. I'll probably go over what my program is, kind of give you a general outline of it as well. It's gonna, right now I'm on a 4-day training program, and I will be upping it to 5 days. I can tell you that. Day 5 is going to be a trap bar deadlift day. That gets done with my friend Bill S. Preston. He comes in here. He's working out, training twice a week, one on his own and the other time with me. So it's been really fun to see him embrace the lifting, embrace getting stronger. He loves trap bar deadlifts, so that's why we're doing that. I like trap bar deadlifts. So we're gonna hopefully work our way back up. But again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Enjoy, relax, eat some protein, and stay hydrated.